So I saw that text you sent about ISIS with some information about her. So I don't need too much more information, honestly. Just there's a question in this document about both kids' nighttime routines. So can you tell me about like what helps them go to sleep, kind of what you generally do at night with them?
I tell Isis to go to sleep, and usually she doesn't listen, so I have to tell her ahead of time, like at 7 o'clock, that it's almost 8 o'clock, and then have her set an alarm on her iPad or something like that. She has to know ahead of time,
Okay.
like a couple times, like okay, 7:30, in 15 minutes you have to go to bed.
Okay. So they generally both go to bed at 8?
No. Neil goes to bed at random times. He was up all night destroying stuff. And unfortunately, I can't stay up all night long, especially when I take medication. But anyways, he was up because he slept. He took a long nap yesterday or whatever. It's random for him. He can stay up really late or whatever. Usually he sleeps better when someone's rubbing his back or he rarely sleeps by himself.
Okay. Are there any favorite like books or movies or music that they like to listen to?
Nilly likes music, but he likes listening to like R&B, rap music. He likes Gracie's Corner music and something else, but he doesn't listen to anybody read a book. He'll look at pages and then he'll start ripping them out when he gets done. Isis, she's just on the iPad all the time. She doesn't want to read or do anything. She doesn't even like going to the park.
Okay. And for both kids, when they're upset, what do you usually do to like soothe them, if anything that works?
You can't soothe them. Neely likes food. I think I sent you the thing. He has an obsession with food. Most of his escalations come from food. So if he can't get the food that he wants, he is going to be aggressive.
Okay.
You can't really soothe him. I've tried different things, but if he's really angry, he's going to punch you, rip your skin off, whatever.
Okay. And then for both kids, were they just for the past year in school? What grade were they in?
What grade were they in this year? They were in. Isis was in second grade, and Neil was in first grade. But they were putting Isis in the class with Neil. I think I put that in the notes too.
Okay. And were they at? They were at Lindbergh, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see what other information we need to know.
I think everything is in the two. in the long list of stuff. I sent one for Isis and Neil.
Okay, I don't think I got the one for Neil.
It's the second. It's at the bottom. Okay, it's not a long. It's like so long that it doesn't even show you like everything in it. So you have. So after Isis, it says environments, and then Neil says start. It's way longer.
Okay, I'm trying to. It's not showing me like the usual pop-up for when it's long. I don't know if it didn't send or what happened, but I'm trying to open it and it's not letting me open it.
It's just a text message, so I'm not sure why. I just sent it again.
Okay. Yeah, usually when there's like a long message, there's a little like pop up to open it more, but I'm not seeing that, so maybe it'll send this time.
Yeah, I was gonna send in a document
Okay.
through email, but it's like a long list. It just pretty much, Neil says behavioral concerns prone to elopement, including dangerous incidents near water. They like playing in water. That calms them down. They have a Chuck E. Cheese pass, so they go to Chuck E. Cheese at least 4 times a week. It's the only thing Neil. It's the only thing that keeps Neil from breaking stuff. He's broken about 7 TVs in 1 year. He's broken windows. He breaks a lot of stuff. He requires one-on-one. So if, like yesterday, we were somewhere and I had to, take one of them somewhere, like to the bathroom or anything, like the other one won't listen. So I would have to leave one to, like, if one needs to go to the bathroom or whatever, or one just walks off. So they pretty much, Neil requires a one-on-one, and if I'm the one-on-one, then one of them is without a caregiver, pretty much. Isis almost drowned in the pool. Neil walked off. I went after him, and she went down a slide when I turned around.
Oh, wow. And was that this summer?
That was last summer.
Okay, last summer.
It just says engages in dangerous behavior. He's pulled teachers' hair. He throws objects. Obviously breaks things. He opens car doors when they are driving. So if the child lock is not on the door, he will open the door while the car is driving. He's hit me in the head with things while I was driving. I think I already said he choked me from the back of the car with my hood. Is dangerous with him in the car. Isis recently was going to stab a child at school with scissors because of something they said. This is not new. They've always been, like, I've had several meetings over the years with summer camps or summer programs about their behavior, but I think that if there was like someone, like an adult watch supervising, that it wouldn't get to that point. But Isis if she feels like she's being bullied or somebody's saying something that hurts her feelings, then she gets escalated. Neil was just at the park a couple days ago. We took him to the park. Me and the respite provider that I'm trying to train, who is not coming back until 2 weeks. We went to the park, and I turned around for 1 second, and apparently the respite provider was looking at her phone, and Neil's pants were on the ground, and there was a party outside. So everybody, 100 people, seen him pull his pants down at the park.
Okay.
So he will get naked in public places.
Okay.
That's why he got kicked out of after school, because he kept digging in his pants at the after school program.
Okay. And as far as another question, so what foods do the kids generally like to eat?
So they like to eat the same things. Isis like chicken. She likes she's easier Lunchables. She'll eat like a different amount of things. None of them eat vegetables, and the only fruit that Isis eats is cherries and bananas. Neil won't eat any vegetables. Neil will not eat any fruit. Neil will only want cheese sticks, carb snacks. Yogurt is the only thing that's healthy that Neely will eat. Just vanilla yogurt. If he don't get those things, then he's gonna be aggressive. Usually because he doesn't talk, and he's hungry because he's not getting any food. Neil doesn't eat any meat. He will not eat no meat at all. So he's just taking in carbs and gaining a lot of weight. He does not chew food. He will choke. Usually he chokes on cheese sticks and yeah, I think that's it. He chokes on cheese sticks more than anything. He likes mozzarella sticks and stuff like that. He vomits at least 2 to 3 times a week. I don't know why. It's been like that for a long time, and I know I've brought it up before in the past, but they don't do anything. So we're gonna have another appointment because I'm tired of cleaning it up.
Yeah. And so I saw that Isis has asthma.
Isis was diagnosed with asthma probably 2 or 3 years ago. They both have asthma. Only Neil is the only one that has actually used a pump, and it's hard to do that because he will not allow anybody to do that. You would probably need 2 people to assist with giving him that. So usually it's just like, if he's not like, I have asthma, so I know like if he's having an asthma attack or if he really can't breathe. Usually if he's like breathing hard, you should just have him sit down and stop moving. Like if he's running around or laughing and stuff like that, it can like cause him to start wheezing, which is not going to kill him. But if he's having like an asthma attack, whoever's taking care of him will probably need to assist to get him to actually take the medication. He requires a mask, and we don't have one. So if something was to happen, he would probably have to go to like ER or something.
Okay.
He doesn't take medication.
Okay.
He doesn't allow people to brush his teeth. I've been to specialists, so he hasn't had his teeth brushed in years. Did I forget something? I know it's all in the thing I sent.
And I think this is my last question, but do either of the kids take any medication?
No, they can't take medication because I can't remember to give them medication.
Okay. Are they prescribed any medication?
Yeah, Neil's supposed to take ADHD medication and albuterol, and Isis is supposed to take probably just albuterol, but I don't know if she really has asthma because I've never heard her wheeze before, but that's what she was prescribed.
Okay.
Without melatonin, he will probably not go to sleep.
Okay. I think those are all of my questions. So I'm almost done with this form. I just needed that information, so then I'll send it to our out-of-home care unit. So those are the people that look for respite providers. So I'll send it to them today, and they will start looking for someone. I think they'll probably start looking for specifically people who can do like weekends, because that's like usually easiest to find and kind of quickest. So we'll start there, and I'll kind of keep you updated. I did talk to Neil Sr., and he, told me that he was willing to help take care of the kids, and he'd like to go back to court to kind of figure out the logistics of that.
What? He didn't tell you that. He couldn't have. We're in the middle of a court we can't move forward until he agrees to something. All he has to do is to agree on what days he's gonna get them, and then I agree in an email with him, and then the process is ended. But it's open because he doesn't respond.
Okay. And so it's the mediation that you guys are in?
Yeah, we've been in mediation way back for like months.
Okay.
So
the
mediator keeps saying that we cannot move forward until we both agree to something in the same email. So if he agreed to something in the email and I would go back and I say, okay, I agree to that, then that is how that will work. But if he does not agree to anything, then the kids will end up because at this point, I'm going to ask all the long-term programs to either get somebody in here to help us or to start looking for places for us to go. So I'm pretty sure it's not going to be hard for them to find me somewhere to go. But if their dad is not present or trying to do something, then that's what I'm trying to figure out, like, where the kid's going to go. Because my doctor has already said it's not safe for us to stay here without a caregiver.
Yeah.
So where are the kids going to go? Because they don't, like, my family is not going to take them, and their family definitely isn't going to take them. I mean, the mother was an option in the past when CPS and everybody came together. Like a year ago, the grandmother was an option, but the grandmother, like, she doesn't like they would need a bed there and like maybe random pop-ups. She smokes, like, I mean, I would check on them, but I mean, I think that she wanted to keep them just so she didn't have to work, which, I mean, is fine, but at the same time, she would have to make sure that the kids are being taken care of. Like, she can't use all of the money on weed and Fashion Nova. Like, I would want to see that the kids are being taken care of. I wouldn't have a problem with it at all.
Okay.
She was like the only option, his mother, because my mom is schizophrenic. So if she would, do it, that's fine. But it just made more sense to just have caregivers come here since we both need them. And then people wouldn't have to be like responsible or whatever. It would just be like the caregivers. But something's gonna have to give. Because I wasn't crazy before I had kids, but they're driving me crazy. So.
Okay, yeah. So just to clarify, so if Neil Sr. was willing to have the kids a couple days a week, is that something that you would agree to? If he said that in the email, is that like
they have to put it in writing so that, right. Yeah, so he has to go into that email, the mediation email, or even if you got him to write something on paper and I signed it, they would probably take that in consideration. And then, like, all he has to do is 3 days a week. Just 3 days. Like, I think that maybe he was going in thinking that he wanted just to take them full time so he can get their money. So I think it had to do with money, because otherwise I don't understand why he's not cooperating.
Yeah.
So if he just said 3 days, it doesn't like, or he'll do every other weekend and then do 3 days, just 3 days during the week, or just like some kind of random schedule to where I'm not always stuck with the kids every weekend. Just 3 days a week. He gets every other weekend. That would then, CPS would not have to be involved. He's never had them, and every year CPS is called. Mm-hmm. So if he agrees to 3 days a week, then that would be good. But if he starts doing weird stuff, like if I hear that he's like choking my daughter or anything like that, then I'm going to report it.
Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. Okay. So I'll talk to him again, because I think that he was, under a different impression about this process, or, he wasn't being fully truthful with me. So I will talk to him more about this mediation process and just letting someone know that, he's willing to take them a few days a week. And if that's something that you're agreeable to, that seems like it could be a solution, at least for now, for kind of some of the concerns that are going on. So I will do that, and I will also send in this document, like I said, to the out-of-home care unit so we can try to find a respite provider, probably for weekends is kind of what I'm going to be putting down. Are the kids both home right now for days, or what are they doing this summer?
So right now, Neil is at Sensory. Isis
Okay.
is upstairs.
Okay. That makes sense. And are they in camp at all this summer?
No.
Okay. Alrighty. Do you have any questions for me at this point, or anything else that you wanted to talk about?
Did I send something in the text message?
Yes. Yeah, I got your text with all the information about the.
No,
kids.
did I ask a question?
Oh, let me take a look. I think you asked about if I had talked to Neil Sr. was the question that you had. Let me take another look. Yep, you'd asked me if I talked to Neil Sr., and we just discussed that. And
Did you talk to the Rasmussen?
I left them a message, but they haven't called me back yet, so I need to call them.
How do you leave them a message when they're there every day? From what number are you pressing?
I've been leaving a message specifically for the person who called me, so I've talked to someone, but they've said that they want me to talk to the specific person whose name I don't have in front of me right now. But
is it a woman or a man?
It's a woman, yeah.
So it would be Irma, and she's there in the morning until like 5 p.m.
Okay, I'll call again. I haven't been able to get in touch with her yet, but I will call her back again today.
Okay, because she called me like a couple days ago saying that she's called you.
Okay.
She thought, because I put my number as your number, and she called me by accident because I do things like that. I wasn't paying attention. Instead of giving her your number, I gave her my number, and she called and asked for Andrew, and I was like, what?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so, I gave her your phone number, and she said she was going to call you again, but I'm not sure, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I will call her again today, and get a hold of her.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Well, thanks so much for talking. I appreciate it.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
They took him out summer camp. Who gives a fuck about summer camp? It doesn't